Hi, and welcome, John Morris Show on a Monday. Glad you are with us. Fun weekend, full weekend for the Morris family, but a lot of fun, and glad you are with us today. I am not in the TFNB studios on historic Elm Avenue this morning. I'm at the airport, the Waco Regional Airport. We have a flight leaving right as soon as we finish the show today because we're headed to Las Vegas with Baylor men's basketball for the college basketball crown. Crown for the Bears begins on Wednesday, a game against Minnesota, 9:30 tip-off Waco time, Central time, 7:30 Pacific time. So I've thought this through. I'll be joining you the next few days on Pacific time. So that'll be 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Pacific time, but 9 a.m. Central time is when we'll do the show live the remainder of this week, or as long as Baylor is still alive in the crown from Las Vegas. So we look forward to it. There is a group of us, 14, that are leaving on a commercial flight this morning. The team is on a smaller charter, a 30-seat charter. They are practicing today. They're leaving about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll all meet up in Las Vegas. We are staying at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. If you know the Strip, and this is my fourth trip to Las Vegas in like a year and a half. I'm not really a Vegas person, but we've done some things there. We had the Big 12 football media days there. I was back for the National Football Foundation banquet. And then men's basketball was there for the Players Era Tournament. Remember that in November? We were there for that. And now here we are back for the crown in April, late March, early April. So I'm getting to know, like when they said we're staying at the Cosmopolitan, I said, oh, yeah, I know right where that is. And it's really nice. And this is all set up by the group that runs the crown. So really nice, headed there. Baylor basketball versus Minnesota. That's a quarterfinal game. If the Bears win that game, they would play the winner of Oklahoma and West Virginia, I think. Yeah, Oklahoma and West Virginia, or maybe Colorado. It's one of the Big 12 schools in the semifinals. And that would be on Saturday. The championship game is on Sunday. And that's the only thing that I'm a little bit bummed about, and I know some others share the feelings. That's Easter Sunday. And we shouldn't be working on Easter Sunday, but it's the way this schedule works out. We should be home. We should be worshiping with our family on Easter Sunday. But the way this works out, we could possibly be doing a game on Sunday if the Bears advance to the championship game. So that's the reason for being here in my car. I would call this the mobile TFNB studio this morning. Headed at the airport already. I've already checked a bag, so we'll sign off and I'll run inside and go through security. I can tell you the security lines here at the Waco Regional Airport, nothing like you've seen at some other places. Certainly nothing like Atlanta or Houston or other places that have had just these nightmarish lines getting through TSA check. So here today and headed to Las Vegas. We'll join you the rest of the week from Las Vegas. Baylor's in the crown. The NCAA tournament has reached the Final Four. What games over the weekend? Terrific games over the weekend to advance. 4 teams now on to the Final Four, including Arizona from the Big 12. Arizona will be the lone Big 12 representative. Iowa State was bounced over the weekend, and so they are out. I think when you come down to it, that Joshua Jefferson injury for the Cyclones really cost them, really hit them hard. So unfortunately, and then you think about it for the Big 12, best team in the country, best league in the country all season, no question about it. Now here comes the big bad Big 10, and they're puffing their chest out. They had 3 or 4 in the Elite 8, and they've got 2 now in the Final Four in Illinois and Michigan. And, hey, they've got a reason to puff their chest out. But I say that to say, tough luck down the stretch for Big 12 teams. BYU loses Richie Saunders to an injury. They were never the same after they lost to Richie Saunders. Texas Tech lost J.T. Toppin, and that's arguably their best player. He and Christian Anderson would be. But you lose a guy like J.T. Toppin, and it's tough to replace him. So that really affected Tech in the NCAA tournament as well. And then here Iowa State gets as far as the Sweet 16, and they lose Joshua Jefferson, their big man, and that's a big loss. Certainly not a one-man team, but losing the size and the bulk of Joshua Jefferson really hurt Iowa State as well. So it really goes to show you that in the NCAA tournament, you got to be good, you got to be resilient, but you got to have some luck on your side too. You got to have the luck of avoiding injuries. And Arizona has done that, and they are at full strength, and they are blowing and going. And I told you I didn't do a bracket this year with Baylor not in the tournament. I wasn't motivated to do a bracket, but I also have said I would have picked Arizona to win had I done a bracket. And it's easy to say now, right, when they're in the Final Four, but maybe I said that before. But Arizona, I think, is as good or better than any team that is there. Although I heard this morning Michigan is a slight favorite over Arizona, and Illinois is a small favorite over UConn. And how about UConn advancing to the Final Four on a shot that we're going to see for the rest of our lives on March Madness in one shining moment? Unbelievable. There's a good look at it. A still shot of the shot by Mullen, a freshman for UConn, as Duke led by as much as 19 in the first half over UConn. UConn kept chipping away in the latter minutes and got to within one. Duke has the ball last seconds, and they turn the ball over. A steal by UConn, and UConn comes down and gets this shot. I think I've seen it mentioned as a 40-footer. I think that's probably right. It was one step inside the logo. The March Madness logo was how deep that three was. And that's not a heave at the bucket. That's a jump shot by Mullen, and he swished it. He absolutely swished it. And by that three-pointer, UConn beats Duke 73-72, eliminates the overall number one seed, the Duke Blue Devils, and UConn advances to their third Final Four in the past 4 years. Amazing, amazing shot. A lot of the other games, most of the other games were not close, but that one sort of made up for it. Pretty amazing finish and a great win for UConn, and they are into the Final Four, and Duke, the number one is eliminated from the tournament. So UConn will play Illinois in the early game on Saturday. Semifinals from Indianapolis. Michigan will play Arizona in the second game. Big Ten territory there in Indianapolis, where Baylor won the national championship in 2021. Great memories of Indianapolis. Great memories there, but in Big Ten territory with Illinois, I think about 2 hours away. Champaign about 2 hours away from Indianapolis. Ann Arbor's about 4 hours away from Indianapolis. So there's going to be a heavy Big Ten presence, not just the two teams, but fans and otherwise in Indianapolis for this Final Four. Here is Tommy Lloyd, the Arizona head coach, after his Wildcats won their 36th game of the year on Saturday to advance to the Final Four. That's a new school record in wins in a season. Here's Tommy Lloyd talking about his Wildcats advancing to the Final Four.
I woke up this morning, it's a true story, and I thought, are we in the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8? And the moment I thought that, I knew we were all right, because I knew we weren't making too big of a deal out of this. And I know externally there's a lot of pressure and this or that. And, you know, to be honest with you, we just wanted to get in a ball game. We wanted to get in a ball game, and these guys have an amazing job of figuring it out. And we got off to a good start. And then we didn't play great, but I thought Purdue played really well the second part of that first half. And in the locker room at halftime, you know, you have long half times. We've talked a lot about this with the guys' long half times, long timeouts. We can't let that disrupt our rhythm. And we have to be the team that comes out with the most effort out of a timeout, these 3-minute timeouts or, a 20-minute halftime. And, we win, Murph does what our normal routine, shows the guys some clips. I come in when he's kind of done, talk to them, kind of my thoughts and a little overall thoughts for what we need to do in the second half. And then these dudes have been unbelievable. And this is when we're at our best. I said, guys, the coaching staff and I are going to leave right now. You guys got a few minutes to talk amongst yourselves and kind of figure this deal out, and let's go kick their ass in the second half. And all these dudes, I was literally a spectator just like you guys were in that second half. That's what it felt like, and so proud of these guys for what they did, for our program and obviously our community. So thank you.
Tommy Lloyd, his 5th season as head coach at Arizona, 20 years prior to that, an assistant at Gonzaga. And, man, they are riding high there. It was really cool how he paid tribute to Lute Olson also on the CBS interview with Tracy Wolfson at midcourt after the game. He said there's a good-looking guy with white hair that's looking down and smiling on us. That's pretty cool to pay tribute to Lute Olson in that moment right after the game. And Tommy Lloyd is right there. He's got the Arizona team in the Final Four, first time since 2001. So it's been a long time for Arizona. But it's Arizona and Michigan, the second game of the Final Four on Saturday. Illinois and UConn is the first game. Now, keep this in mind. We'll remind you during the week, it's not on CBS this year. With the trade-off with Turner, it's on TBS and it's on True TV. So that's where you'll find the Final Four games this weekend. Same announcing crews. It'll be Ian Eagle. It'll be Bill Raftery. It'll be Grant Hill. But it's on TBS and True TV for the Final Four this weekend from Indianapolis. All right, let's take a break. Back with more in just a moment. A little bit later, Jim Blair will join us, Baylor baseball assistant coach. Blair drew the lucky straw there, being on a Monday after a sweep by the Bears. So the Houston Cougars this weekend. Baylor played really, really well. They get to 5-4 in Big 12 play with the sweep of Houston on the road. First road sweep of any Big 12 school this season. How about that? So Baylor has done something that no other Big 12 school has done. Talk to Jim Blair about that coming up in a bit. Right now, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back, coming to you from the Waco Regional Airport, headed out to Las Vegas today. John Morris Show, always brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas, and by the Brazos Landing in Waco. The Brazos Landing, where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. We'll take a break and be right back.
Hey, it's Zach Gelb. We're talking NFL and college football. Plus, we have some of the biggest interviews in sports media. You got to check out the Zach Gelb Show right here on 365 Sports, weekdays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 3 p.m. Central. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/@ZachGelbShow.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the declaration of deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Are you looking for top-shelf sports talk about the West Virginia Mountaineers, where you can get objective analysis, but with the passion of a fan? Well, look no further than right here at Couz's Corner. I am Justin Couz Walker, the host of Couz's Corner, and you can find my show on demand over at YouTube. Most shows are uploaded by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also check out my live post-game reaction shows. My special guest interviews, you can find it all on YouTube at Couz's Corner. Go check it out.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people, from first accounts to business growth. They actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday, coming to you from the Waco Regional Airport, headed out for Las Vegas here in just a bit. We appreciate your being with us today. Thanks to Alliance Bank Central Texas, 7 convenient locations around Central Texas because they value their relationships with their customers and their communities. Congratulations to Alliance Bank Central Texas. They've been voted by Forbes 2025 Best In-State Banks. You'll see why if you go by the great hospitality there. Check them out, Alliance Bank Central Texas. Also brought to you by the Brazos Landing. Remember that terrific $12 lunch menu that they have now closed today, closed on Mondays. Becky Lindsay says they do a deep clean on Mondays, but they'll be back open tomorrow for lunch and dinner beginning at 11 a.m. and then open Tuesday through Sunday. You know where it is, the Brazos Landing, right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLean Stadium. It's where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. Check them out at the Brazos Landing. All right, also from the weekend, Baylor softball, tough task. They went out to Tucson to play the Arizona softball team, ranked number 14 in the nation. Lost the first 2 games pretty decisively. They were in it yesterday, had a lead, had a 3-0, 3-2 lead over Arizona, but then Arizona came back to win that game and sweep the series over Baylor. So tough task for the Bears, who come back home now, and they would be 5-4 in conference play with a 3-game sweep at the hands of Arizona over the weekend. Track and field hosted the Clyde Hart Track and Field Classic, and tremendous meet. They really had some teams there. Michael Ford told us that it really got bigger than they intended for it to, but Arkansas calls and they want to come, and Texas calls and they want to bring some people. So it got to be a really good meet, and the weather cooperated, a little windy Friday and Saturday, but other than that, very successful Clyde Hart Classic this past weekend. What else? Men's tennis won a couple of matches yesterday. Men's tennis number 8 in the nation. They beat number 12 UCF yesterday, and then turned around and beat Creighton yesterday, also a doubleheader yesterday, and 2 wins for Michael Woodson and the 8th-ranked Baylor men's tennis team. And acrobatics and tumbling, I did that meet on Saturday over Duquesne. They won decisively, and they win again. They're 8-0 on the season, and the win streak is now, oh gosh, what was it? I said it Saturday. I think it's 57 or 58 consecutive wins for acrobatics and tumbling. The best program in the country, best program in the world, and they showed it again on Saturday with a pretty dominant win over Duquesne. Now they'll play at Oregon. They meet up with Oregon coming up next week, I think a week from tonight, and then it's on to the NCAA National Championships for Baylor Acrobatics and Tumbling. Equestrian bowed out of the Big 12 Championships. That was up in Stillwater. They lost to the host and top seed Oklahoma State Cowgirls, and as such, their run ended in the Big 12 tournament. Now they got to wait and see if they might get a spot in the NCAA National Championships. They were number 10 in the nation going in, and let's see if they can move up. You got to get in the top 8 to be to the NCAA Nationals. So I don't know when that's decided. Maybe it has been already. I'll check on that. But good luck to Baylor Equestrian, hoping to get a spot in the Nationals, the NCAA Nationals. All right, let's take a break. Back with more in just a moment. A little bit later, Jim Blair will join us, Baylor baseball assistant coach. Right now, we'll take a break and be right back. We are brought to you in part by Kish's Complete Car Care Center. They're at 5300 Franklin Avenue in Waco. They have, it is locally owned and operated. They've been serving Waco and all of our vehicles since 1998. They're open from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Again, at 5300 Franklin Avenue. Check them out. That is Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Take a break. Be back with more John Morris Show on a Monday from the Waco Regional Airport. We'll be right back.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports,
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday. Again, coming to you from, just outside the Waco Regional Airport, headed out to Las Vegas here as soon as we sign off. We are brought to you every day by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Also brought to you by Waco Foundation Repair, locally owned and operated. Thanks to David Maddox, Waco Foundation Repair believes in one principle, one family, helping another. They provide a full range of foundation repairs. They don't just do it, they do it right. Check them out, wacofoundationrepair.com. Also from the weekend, touched on, gave you the rundown of Baylor athletics and the NCAA tournament, now headed to the Crown. It was a big weekend for our grandkids for activities. So Truett is our oldest grandson. Truett is 9. He'll be 10 next month. Hard to believe. But he had a baseball game on Thursday evening, a baseball game on Friday. He had 2 basketball games on Saturday, another on Sunday, and then he plays another baseball game tonight. So there's Truett's schedule. And you add in Wesley and Turner. They had games on Saturday, which was fun to see and makes for a full weekend. But a lot of fun. And then come home Saturday. And interesting thing happened in our backyard. And we don't live that far out. We're not out in the country by any stretch. We're in McGregor. We're right behind Harris Creek Church is where Terry and I live. But there was some kind of Saturday evening, some kind of wrestling in the backyard. Dogs start going crazy. And then all of a sudden, I'm back there with the dogs. And then this animal starts climbing up the brick post by our grill. And then it falls down and it's kind of a squeak sound. And the dogs are just going crazy. And then from there, it gets up and it runs over toward the fence. And here it is on the fence. And there's a closer shot of this animal. I got close to it. There it is. And at first I thought it was a squirrel, just a simple squirrel, but it didn't act like a squirrel. It didn't run away like a squirrel. And it moved kind of slowly. And then it goes over to the fence. We finally get the dogs away and put them inside, scaring this little creature, whatever it was, to death. And so what do? I stick my phone up there and get a picture of it. And again, at first I thought it was just a squirrel, and there's a ton of them out there. But look at those claws. I don't think so. Tail's a little fuller than a squirrel. So Brandon was doing some research, and he thinks it's a groundhog. And I said, but do groundhogs climb? And he did the research, and apparently they do. So I guess we figured out it's a groundhog that was up on the fence there. He wasn't there Sunday morning, as much as the dogs would have loved to have gone out and chased him on Sunday morning. He wasn't there. So hopefully he's safe somewhere, but he survived our backyard and our 2 dogs, Annie and Brinkley, in the backyard on Saturday. So that was an interesting part of the weekend also. All right, I tell you, a great part of the weekend was Baylor baseball sweeping Houston in Houston over the weekend. Bears now 16-11 on the year. They are 5-4 in Big 12 play. A huge weekend for Baylor baseball. Let's visit with assistant coach Jim Blair about all that. When we come back, John Morris Show will continue right after this.
Bumblebee Blinds of Waco and Temple is your one-stop shop for custom window treatment, transforming your vision into reality. Choose from a selection of shades, blinds, shutters, and curtains. Bumblebee Blinds stands behind our service and products, ensuring peace of mind with our trusted warranty. Call Bumblebee Blinds today to schedule your design consultation. Bumblebee Blinds, simplifying window treatments one covering at a time. BumblebeeBlinds.com.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. We will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Looking for football talk without the fluff? It's Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell, a former NFL quarterback breaking down the game from the inside, plus real conversations about sports, leadership, life, and everything in between. No hot takes for clicks, just honest analysis, strong opinions, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. Football talk and more, the way it's supposed to be. Subscribe now to Down and Dirty with Scott Mitchell on YouTube.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday. Again, pleased you're with us. Brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. And look who we are joined by now. We are joined with the Renaissance man, Coach Jim Blair, with a good-looking backdrop. How are you?
Morning, J-Mo. How are you?
So last time you were on, you were in your car or your wife's car, and today I'm in my car. I'm at the Waco Regional Airport.
Yeah.
You got a good spot there.
Yeah, no, it's good. Even though I can see the feed a little bit better now, these lights are shining a little bit too much off my head, so it's an awkward shot for me, but I'll take it. It's fine.
You're a good-looking man, Jimmy. Thank you very much for joining us. What a great weekend, man, for you guys to get great starting pitching. Bats were good all weekend. How do you feel coming out of the weekend sweep of Houston?
Yeah, I can't have a better week, to go 4-0, and it's hard to sweep anybody in college baseball, and I've been part of sweeps on the good side where you don't really play some games real well. You just find a way to win. I thought our guys played well all 3 games, all parts of the game. It was fun to watch. It was fun to be a part of. Our infield defense was phenomenal. Maybe something that if you weren't watching the games live, there were some unbelievable plays made. we did some things really well all weekend. It was good for a young team that has had some ups and downs. It was good for them to see what they can do as long as they play the game clean.
Really impressive. And explain to people how hard it is to sweep a 3-game series. I mean, there's lots of factors that go into that. Not only that, but a road sweep for you guys. First Big 12 school that swept a road series this season.
Yeah, college baseball is college baseball. I mean, it's really hard. It's kind of interesting, if you look at a doubleheader, if weather, creates a scenario where you've got to play 2 games in a day, it's really hard to win both games in one day against an opponent. It doesn't matter who it is. Just the way the game kind of is. But over a 3-day period, especially with a team like Houston, who, we felt like watching them, the situation they were in at Kansas, they continued to compete and retook leads late in the games. And 2 weeks ago against Kansas State, they were really close to being swept and had a huge inning and came back. And then the Tuesday game they had with Texas, they were down 7-0 forever in that game and then found a way back. So, and you're never comfortable in those situations. We had the lead late in the game, gave them a few runs back, and it wasn't real comfortable at that time. Thank goodness we had the big inning in the top of the 8th. But it's college baseball. They're because of the MLB draft, because of the portal situation, the level of player in college baseball right now is really special. And so, if you make a mistake, it's going to get hit really hard. If you give guys extra bases, it can lead to big innings. So I thought that was a huge part of our week, and we just kept playing, adding to leads and holding them down. We were on our toes defensively, made some big plays, and didn't allow them to, really get anything going.
And the starting pitching was really good, wasn't it? Ethan Calder, 7 innings yesterday. I think your starters in the 3 games, Max Calderon says, went 17 1/3 combined innings.
Yep.
I mean, that's a great starting point when you get that, that far into games with your starters.
I'd have to go back and look, but in the 4 years we've been here, I'm not too sure that we've gotten more production out of the starting 3 over the course of the weekend. And they were, it wasn't just that they were getting us in the games; they were good. And Wally had a little bit of an inning there to start game 2, but overcame that, settled in, which is exactly what is if you're facing that guy, you don't want him to settle in. You want to keep pushing on him and get him out of the game. Can't allow him to do that, but he did and settled in and really nicely. And then Davenport was good from the start. Calder was good from the start. So, yeah, those guys were exceptional for us.
And a lot of hits, a lot of runs, and you kept pouring it on, which was good. How about Travis Sanders, top of the lineup? I think his on-base streak is now 30 games going back to last season.
Yeah.
That guy he's having a terrific season, isn't he?
He's locked in. You sit there and go, well, he started the season hot, and now here we are, 27 games into the season, and he's the same guy. He's so interesting to watch because when the magnitude of the situation heightens, like he seems to be even better at the plate. Extremely when he hit the 2-run homer to right field, I believe was that Friday or Saturday. It's all running together, but man, it was a competitive at bat, and then boom, he changes the game. With one swing. He also had some unbelievably savvy plays on defense. He had a ball in the 6-hole where he didn't have a chance to make the play, and the runner took too big of a turn and popped him. And the level of awareness, baseball IQ, and athletic feel to make that play is high level. And then he also turned over 2 double plays that maybe looked like he was showing off a little bit, but the way the feed came to him, he had to kind of turn and spin, and he fired 2 bullets in there and went for the play and executed both of them. So he's special to watch right now.
Yeah, that's terrific. Well, this week, home this week, 4 games. Tarleton comes in on Tuesday. Then BYU, which is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. which BYU does every week, and we would have done because it's Easter anyway. But is that, do you ever think about that being an advantage for BYU? Because they do it every week. And then for you guys and the other teams in the Big 12, it's kind of a one-off to play a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an advantage, but they're certainly staying on schedule all year, and how we'll do our pitching. If we're going to bump everybody up or leave our Friday guy on Friday or Saturday guy on Saturday and make changes on Thursday, I don't know what our situation is on that yet. But you've got to adjust the schedule. It for sure challenges, depending on what the game looks like on Tuesday, as far as guys coming out of the pen, pitch counts and what have you, and are they going to be available again for Thursday? It definitely forces you to make some adjustments. I don't know if there's a huge advantage. It is a little bit of a different schedule though. So we did that when I was at DBU, and didn't play on a lot of Sundays and force other people to make those changes there. And I don't know that I ever felt that way. It was just different. So
I got you. Yeah, I got you. Well, big week ahead. Hope the momentum continues for you. We appreciate your time this morning. And my car doesn't look as nice as your Tesla, but thanks for being on with us.
It's not my Tesla. It's my wife's Tesla. So
your wife's Tesla, right?
We can't do the video feed from my car. It's too dirty. So
we could, but you don't want to. Hey, I'm going to Las Vegas for the Crown for the basketball tournament. The Foo Fighters aren't in Las Vegas, are they? I know you keep up with them.
No, they're not. But if you get a chance to see them, I recommend it. Last time I was in Vegas, I saw U2, and me and my wife are huge U2 fans. We've seen them like 6 times, so we saw them.
All right.
Saw them at the Sphere. Great show. She baited me into going to see George Strait, who I don't care for. And we've seen so much live music in our life, and we ended up going over to that concert, and that's why you do things like that. It was the best concert I'd ever been to. He was nice. Unbelievable there. So
I would do it just to see the Sphere,
Oh, it was a really, really cool thing. Really, really cool thing. So
nice.
Yep. So get
it's
a
good
show
recommendation. All right. Well, I'm all business, but I'll take that recommendation. Thank you.
I know it.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Have a good week ahead.
All right, John. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. That is Jim Blair, Baylor baseball assistant coach. Always great to visit with him. If you need a good movie review, music review, Coach Blair's your guy. He and Pam, they know what they're talking about when they talk music. All right, let's share some birthdays with you. Then I'm going to get out of here and go through the screening in the airport. Today is Larissa Rupley's birthday. Happy birthday to Larissa. She and Dan, great friends. Larissa with the Baylor Bookstore with Follett and doing great work there. So happy birthday to Larissa Rupley today. It's Steve Swingler's birthday. Happy birthday to him. David Hester, a high school friend of mine. Several high school friends' birthdays today. David's one of those. Haley Davis's birthday. Happy birthday to Haley. It's John Hurd's birthday. John, former Baylor basketball, I'm going to say standout. Colt Kelly's birthday. A lot of you know Colt, man about Waco. Joe DeWoody's birthday, played football here at Baylor. Happy birthday to Joe DeWoody. One other, Trinity Martinez with our health and wellness group in Baylor Athletics. Happy birthday to Trinity. She and Dr. Don Arterburn do a terrific job in counseling, Christian counseling, and happy birthday to Trinity today. So we're going to bug out here and leave you a little bit early, but hopefully we will be back together tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Time. That'll be 7 a.m. Pacific Time from Las Vegas. We'll get back together then, Lord willing. Thanks to Coach Jim Blair, who was on with us. Thanks to Brandon and Garrett behind the scenes. Have a great Monday. John Morris Show brought to you by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
At DeCampli's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.